Hello, how are you today? Are you okay? Are you happy? Thank you. Today, we are going to talk about the ways of telling the time in English. Ways of telling the time in English. As I have always told you, my lessons are designed for students who are learning English as a foreign language, or those students who are learning English as a second language. So just pull your curtain, sit behind, relax, and listen. So today we are going to talk about ways of telling the time in English. Okay, so there are two principal ways of telling the time in English. So we have one, you say the hour and then you say the minutes. So you say the hour first, then the minutes. Okay, so example, this is 8:25. So what time is it? So 8 here represents the hour, 25 represents the minute. So in our first way of telling the time, if you are supposed to say the hour first and the minutes, here you are going to say it's 8:25. You just say what you see. 8:25. 8 is the hour, 25 is the minute. Good. That is one way of telling the time in English. Okay, if you have a time like this, you have to say the hour and the minute. The hour is 8, the minute is 40. So what time is it here? It's 8:40. Here 7:10. It's 7:10. Here it's 9:45. Here is 11:15. Here is 1:05. Don't say 1:05, just say 1:05. Don't say 1:05. No. Once you're telling the time in English, you say 1:05. And what time is it here? Is 5:59. So all this time we have been telling you is saying the hour first and the minute. That is one way of telling the time in English. Okay, the second way of telling the time in English is the reverse. Now, you say the minutes first before you say the hour. Remember, hour minutes means you're talking your time from left to right. Now, number two is the minutes hour, means you are telling your time from right to left. It's just the reverse. So you say the minutes and then the hour. In this section, when you want to say the minutes and the hour, we are going to employ what we call past and to. When you are talking about the hour and minute, there is no past and there is no to. Once you are talking now about the minutes before the hour, that is when you employ past and to. Past means the minutes behind. To means the minutes ahead. Good. 8:25 is the same hour here. What time is it here? You have to say the minutes first before you say the hour. So what time is it? It's 25 past 8. So it's 25 past 8. Past, behind. Okay. The next is 8:40. So if you are supposed to say the minutes before the hour, you are going to say it's 20 to 9. Don't get confused. Why is 22? Remember, I told you past is behind. 2 is in front. So look at this. From 0 minutes to 30 minutes, you use past, which is behind. So here is 20 past 1. Good. 10 past 2. Good. 30 past 3. Good. So when you are using any minute that is below 30 or equal to 30, 0 minute to 30 minutes, you use past. So 20, 10, you use past. Okay, for the minutes which are above 30, between 31 to 59, you use 2. 2 means in front. What do we mean by in front? After every 30 minutes, you want to use 2. You are telling us the minutes you are supposed to add before you get to the next hour. That is how we use 2. So you look at this time, 1:35. Okay, how many minutes are you going to add to 35 in order to be at 2 o'clock? You see that you're going to add 25 minutes. So here it's 25 to 2. You look here, 2:45. Okay, how many minutes are you going to add to 45 to take you to 3 o'clock? It's 15. So the time here, if you want to say the minutes and the hour, you will say it's 15 to 3. Here is 3:30. How many minutes are you going to add to 3:30 to reach 4 o'clock? You're going to add 30 minutes. So the time here is 30 to 4. Okay, I also want you to remember that when it's 30, 30 is in the middle. You can use 30 minutes for either past or 2. Example, this is 3:30. You can say it's 30 past 3. It's good. Or if you add 30 minutes, you are going to get to 4. What will you say? It's 30 to 4. Good. Okay, let us come to this modem of a clock. Let's look at this. Okay, as I told you, from 0 minutes here to 30 minutes, you use past, behind. And from 31 minutes here, you get right up to 59 minutes, you are going to use 2. So you have past from 0 to 30 and 2 from 31 to 59. So if you look at this time here very well, if you are supposed to say the hour before the minutes, you are supposed to say the hour first and the minutes. What are you going to say here? It's 8 25. Good. Okay. If you are supposed to say the minutes before the hour, you are going to say 25 past 8. That's okay. Okay, let's look at the next time. Let's say 8:40. Okay, let's take off this one. This is 5, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, let's put it like this. Something like this. There's a long hand, the short hand, and then a long hand comes here. Okay, so this is a representation of this hour on this clock. So if you are supposed to say the hour first and the minute, you are going to say the time here is 8:40. 8:40. If you are supposed to say the minutes before the hour, this 40 is already at the area of 2. So how many minutes from here are you going to add to get to 9 o'clock? How many minutes? So you see that you are going to add 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to get to 9 o'clock. So, or you say 20 minutes to 9. Do you get that? So when you are talking about the hour before the minutes, you say it directly. 8:40. When you're talking about the minutes before the hour, that is where you employ to and past. To, remember, is the hour behind. No, to is the hour in front. And past is the hour behind. The hour behind is the minutes after the last hour. The in front is the minutes before the next hour. Do you understand? Let me give you another example. Look at this very well. Let me explain again. Say the hour first plus the minute. 8:25, good. 8:40, good. But if you are supposed to say the minutes first before the hour, you are going to say 20 minutes to 9 o'clock, which means if you add 20 minutes to 40, you're going to get to 9. So you say 20 to 9. That's why I say you should remember, between the minutes of 0 to 30 minutes, you use past. And 31 to 59 minutes, you use to, which is in front. Did you get that? Okay. Thank you. See you in our next lesson. If you don't get any points very well, rewind the video, go back to that spot and watch it again and again. Thank you for listening to Teacher Kings. Hope to see you in my next lesson. Bye-bye.